Well, Harry Potter, this is where you go off on your own.
Where do I go, broski? This is just a normal train station.
You'll need to find platform 6, 7, then take the Maybach Express to Dripwarts. Come along now. All you gotta do is run right at that wall and you'll end up where you need to be.
Type shit? Say on guard!
On guard!
He tried to go through the magic wall!
He wasn't. That was just a crackhead trying to steal your shit, okay?
Huh?
So what now?
Dobby is coming. He will get you there faster.
Hey, tighten up. I'm about to spaz on this bitch. I'm about to go crazy. Nigga, check this out.
Get in.
Are you ready for it?
Here comes them black nerds, songs on with big words, cakes that makes us all smile. These little songs ever sing a while. Lane's kinda like a mastermind. On this one shows up every single time. Yeah, how was your night gonna bring the fight? Case, this is Black Nerd Podcast, winning all the fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Platform
Black
6,
Nerd
7.
yeah, y'all know what it is, man. I hope y'all like that. Yo, somebody started a whole reel series. So like that's the first one, and that's like 6 of them joints where it's like it's literally going through the story, turning everybody into like what they say, a drip, whatever they call them. Well, I guess they are fashionable. I don't know. Harry Potter.
I was loving it. I was back here rolling, throwing my hands up in the sky like I normally do when I'm having a great time. And then we get to the end, and we just roasting Star Wars, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, why we just throw a body up? What was that for? I gotta go follow this page to find out what that was about, because I'm not feeling good right now.
Well, there are 2 videos that are completely unrelated from each other. Like I saw it in my reels and I died laughing because at first I was like, wait a minute, what's up with the skull and the packaging? And then when I saw the Uncle Owen, I was like, oh, that's so dirty.
So wait, you stitched that together?
It took me a
Just
minute.
tell me you that petty, because clearly it threw me completely off.
I definitely stitched it together because I was like, it's such a classic that I was like, all right, if I leave it in my folder, next week it'll be something else. You know how much comedy I have in folders that will never be on this show because something else comes.
You found that funny? Bro.
Oh, hilarious. I mean, crying. I mean, I had tears coming down my eyes. Oh my God. Oh boy, Uncle Owen. R.I.P. my G. So anyway, we're back. Nerd Podcast each and every Sunday, 6 p.m. I have a much more moral and beautiful, good team of good-hearted people here. Obviously, I'm the only one going to hell. I've got God's angel, Fame here.
Hey guys.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus' best friend, Jalen, is here.
Happy Sunday. You are so right about that.
And then, of course, we got Sloan Tempest. I mean, that's Jesus' right-hand comic book defender man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you got a comic book, you better make sure you presenting it right because he's going to be on that ass. So look, we got another week. It's episode 147. So much stuff going on in these streets, but I'm so happy to be here with y'all. You know, the nerds are in space right now. Tomorrow they'll be circling the moon to come on back, and then we'll be out of touch. Yo, this is science for you. Yeah, so they're gonna go behind the moon and they'll be out of touch for, you know, anywhere between 30 minutes and 6 hours. I'm sorry, what? That is a huge smell. And they were like, yo, are you guys worried about them being out of contact? That dude said on the news today, he said, no, it happens all the time. I was like, wait, what? It was like, we was out of touch with the space station for like 3 days. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Whoa. Yo, the stuff that they just so casually roll off the tongue with during news joints, I had to stop and be like, wait a minute, what? You lost contact with the space station for multiple days? Like, oh, yeah,
think about it. It's in every sci-fi movie. What happens? They lose contact. Some anomaly in space happens. Like, that's just what we expect. Like,
yeah, cosmic radiation probably messes up with the radio waves.
Yeah.
They said the toilets don't work. So I said, why you put it in there? They talking about, nah, we got backups. We got like 5, 6 different backups if they got to use the bathroom. They was like, yeah, the toilet always goes down. I was like, wait, huh? And they was like, yeah, we just haven't figured out all of the tech. It's not that important. It's low on the priority.
So y'all haven't figured out the toilet tech, but y'all have figured out everything else, right? And y'all expect, like,
I swear to you, watch the news based around the Artemis. So I was dying. Like, yo, this was national news. This is not like a YouTube video. This wasn't a podcast. Like, they were on CNN going straight ham, just talking about how much stuff didn't work. Yeah, man, we ain't figured out everything. You know, we still working on stuff. And I was like, isn't that the reason why y'all should have
send them up and hope for the best?
Right, yeah, just throw some guys in a thing and just send them up there. They'll figure it out.
Let us know how it goes.
Facts. Well, we got to move on because Sloan will be asleep in 3.5 seconds. If we get too far down, that's a super nerd. He's nowhere near there. I'm way far down the rabbit hole. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Make sure if you haven't done so, sign up on that Patreon, people. You know, patreon.com/VVC Life. Get you some of that Patreonic goodness, which is a bonus episode from the BMP every week. Discounts from our VVC merch store, so you can get cool stuff like what our guy has on his head. You also get access to all of the wonderful, different, cool things in our store for free. Mixtapes free, magazines free, just tons of cool stuff. Don't even worry about it. And then we also have, you know, Black Watch Theater and some other cool things. And I've got a lot of cool things coming this week, this Thursday at 8 p.m. You guys are the first to know that we are going to premiere. We're gonna be doing a listening session for our upcoming Black Nerd Podcast album, where we will be telling the truths about everything Sloan Tempest. You know, there will be a whole album segment dedicated to Sloan Tempest. I'm telling you, it's like 3 songs. He go hard with the lyrics. Y'all didn't know he was a dope ass rapper, but I'm telling you, he's coming with the lyrics. 2026 BMP album coming soon. So just y'all make sure y'all tune in 8 p.m. behind the paywall. You know what I'm saying? We'll be doing a listening session. Jalen says she's gonna be here, guys. That's what she said. That's what she said. Now we don't know, but that's what she said. We're gonna hold her to it. Also, there's a ton of merch available in the store right now. So just go to VVC merch, get you some nerdy gear, some geek fit gear. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. Black Nerd Podcast. Y'all know it's called VVC merch. Look at that green nerdy mug. That's such a beautiful and weird item right there. It's such an original, unique, weird item. But we love it. You got to see the hoodie that Jalen's got on. You can get one of those too. Just go to vvcmerch.com. All right. So before we go to our first segment, got to talk about what the show is talking about today. The history is being made. But is it being made for us? This week, Marcus breaks down. Marcus, who the hell is Marcus? JS1 and the rest of the team breaks down the monumental Artemis II flyby, discussing the profound impact of seeing the first person of color and the first woman head toward the lunar far side. We're moving past the hidden figures era and into the main character era of space exploration. But it's not all heavy science. The pod also dives deep, not really, into the cosmic trend taking over nerd culture this week. From the orchestral magic of the Super Mario Galaxy movie, not going to see it, to the brutal reality of The Boys season 5, definitely going to be watching. We're asking the tough questions. Can Butcher actually pull it off? Probably not. And why is Homelander still the scariest thing on television? What, a white man with ultimate power? Yeah, that's not scary. You see what they do without powers. Anyway, we're moving right along. So make sure
this how
you
the rest
keep
of
it
the show gonna go. You're gonna keep the side
gonna be
commentate after every sentence. This is gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a great show. Right?
Yo, don't make sure
Yeah.
you get your tickets for the Black Nerd Tour, the Nerdy Tour, Black Nerd Podcast. We've been to BlurCon. We had a dream. We had a blast. July 10th through the 12th, we will be at DreamCon in Houston, Texas. And then, of course, in September, Atlantic Comic Con, September 1st through the 2nd. And then 3rd through the 12th is going to be Dragon Con, and then J1 Con. And then we got Baltimore Comic Con and then New York Comic Con, tons of stuff. Make sure you go to blacknerdpodcast.com and get all of the details.
Black Baltimore Comic Con.
There you go. Definitely doing that. Shout out to Pandemonia. Shout out to you, my dear. And then there's Sloan in the chat saying hi. Hi. All right, yeah. Hi. All right, so Baldur's right after the show tonight, Baldur's Gate 3 session 2030. No, actually it's 30 is coming. Just tonight, 8 p.m. Make sure you tap
Is
in.
It really
yes,
30.
It's like 29 or 30.
It's
getting
like,
up there.
Hopefully, it's like 20.
We just spent 3 sessions getting our asses whooped, and we just overcame that last night. And it's actually going to be an exciting night, people. We are finally past something that it took us weeks to overcome. So we are actually don't know what to do next. I think that's the thing that's the greatest, is that we don't know exactly what we're doing next, but we moving in that direction.
We're moving on to Act 3. We start Act 3 tonight. Finally.
There you go.
After like 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we thought we were close to done, but we're not. All right, tomorrow night is Co-op Mondays. It's called
Hypercharged Unboxed.
There you go. Me and Fame will be tagging a new game, a brand new game it's not brand new, but it's a new game to us because we haven't played it before. So make sure you tap in Co-op with us as we have some fun. All right, the next thing after that is Thursday, 9 a.m. is Anime Watch right there on Patreon with Fame. And then Friday with Fame, 9 a.m. on TikTok, Gaming with Fame TikTok, and on Gaming with Fame Twitch. He is playing Resident Evil 8. So make sure you tap in for all of the scary goodness. And notice that he's playing in the morning so that it's less scary. Because if you was playing this at 9, 10 o'clock at night, I wouldn't be tuning in. So shout out to that.
That game's scary, bro. Right. It's scary. It's scary.
Nah, the clips that you be posting up be scary as hell. But
I haven't even posted up the ones where I be sweating. Can't do that to myself.
But you have
so
to.
You don't have to. That's what I'm saying, bro. You
should.
For the people,
bro.
I
mean, everybody, listen, I got a lot of engagement on my TikTok. The lucky people that get us to see me live, they got it. You're not about to catch me out there. If you don't come, you don't see it. Nope.
It's messed up how he just don't want to allow people to see him in his true form. Like, that's crazy, bro.
You know where to find me at. Catch me outside. How about that?
All right. Well, make sure y'all catch him outside, and then also catch his Precious. It's a pink unicorn. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
no, that's not it.
Okay.
I was like, yo, that's pink unicorn. All right.
No,
so
I'm gearing up for the end of the world. This is how I want to walk around after Trump go ahead and start World War III. From here on out, I'm only wearing one fit.
The corset.
One fit. One fit only.
That's pretty interesting, my guy.
Hey, man. That's what you gotta do. I play roguelites and I'm a rogue. I'm gonna always be a thief, no matter what. At the end of the world, I gotta get that gold.
But you didn't think to wear something a little bit more protective, maybe a little more heavy duty, or
no. I'm fast, bro. I'm extremely fast. This is perfect for me. I'm light on my feet. I can jump high as I don't know what. Super nimble. This is it.
But like, what if somebody
with the cape?
Right.
With the cape, they teach
the
you
cape
that.
is to conceal myself at night.
Okay, because I was gonna say they teach about that on what movie is that? The Incredibles.
It's not going to happen to me.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
going to be that close.
That's what Sin's gonna say.
Yo, that's super crazy. All right, so let's move on to the next thing, man. I like this one, man. This looks good. Talk about it, there, player.
Oh, this is the limited series Bloodletter taking place in the Spawn movie. It's not Spawn movie. Spawn comic universe. It is written by Mr. Illich. He helped make the Milestone universe as we know it. So it's a great book because a Milestone writer's on it. It's a really cool introduction and a world building to the Spawn universe, and it is currently up for pre-order on Midtown Comics. And that's generally how comic books actually get their legitimate sales, is via pre-order. So I encourage y'all to pre-order it. I've read the first few issues, and this series is awesome.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. That is beautiful. All right. So let's see what else we got. We got some fly stuff going on around here, man. Like, there we go. All right. It says birthday gifts for women. Let's go. Let's do it. All right.
So,
What that is?
this is a cup, and if you look at it, it kind of looks like a little pattern, cute little squigglies and whatnot.
Oh,
You turn it to its side, it says how I really feel.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that is so crazy.
the riddles. Huh?
Wow.
You know,
Riddles just must
I thought it was some African design. Then I was like, oh man, I was totally wrong about that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely.
and you can take it to work, and nobody would even notice.
Until
So you
the
can't
kid
get
turn
written
your
up
cup
on.
over and read it out loud, and now you lost your teacher job.
They gotta prove it first.
Dispose of the cup. No.
All right, last but certainly not as cool as y'all's. But you know, just a simple stress reliever. You know what I mean? It's a fidget toy in the shape of a mini gun. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this up there. So like pretty much you can zip it, you can pop it, you can flip it, you can turn it. It opens, it closes. And I think this one comes with like little fake mini bullets to put inside of it. So yeah, it's just something cool and different. I've been seeing them online. I see a bunch of stuff on Temu about these, and they are a little expensive. I don't know why, but hey, you know, I think I'm just gonna grab one just because. $45. That's too much.
What, fidget?
Yep. It don't really shoot nobody. No? Okay.
I stick to twirling my toes. I'm good. You know, and they ain't even got twirl them the right way. It's better than $45.
Yep.
Oh, snap. Bum Bunny. I bought this for work and love it. All right.
Violent.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You said violence. I knew it. I think she was talking about the mug. I don't know if she was exactly talking about the
I won't know until she commented.
Well, either one.
All right, so let's go to the main topic.
Turn it up, let's lock in. Got the crew, got the hot takes dropping. Black nerve fam in the chat, we talking. Every word got the whole room rocking. Yeah, this is the main topic. Lean in, we just pop it. Laugh out, can't stop it. Live on the Black Nerd Podcast. This is the main topic. Say it once, can't drop it. Right now, we the hottest. Live on the Black Nerd Podcast.
That's super crazy. All right, nerds on the moon. Artemis II is a discussion. Is the big discussion for today. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with pop culture or just nerd culture in general, but America is making strides to not look like the slowest person in the class. You know, China is aggressively going into space again and on a consistent basis. Russia obviously is doing the same thing, not with the same level of frequency or the same level of panache as China, but they're getting it cracking. So that leaves America in a situation where we got to get active and act like we care. So subsequently, what do? Anytime people need stuff done, you call some nerds. And they say, hey, ain't no budget, just make it happen. So like we're gonna have a couple of videos that's gonna help us talk through what in the world is going on. Let's crack it.
We're getting ready to get into the vehicle.
As you approach the vehicle, be careful not to step into the zone of death, because on the real vehicle, that will not be somewhere we can go.
So we're very careful to train like we fly. Heading in.
Made it. What we're telling ourselves is that in 3D, it's going to feel bigger. I feel like that's a salesman line, though. Do we believe it? We sure hope we do.
Yeah, but you know, in a room, when you stand in a room on Earth, you think about the ground floor and maybe the 6 to 7 feet from the floor up, because that's where we occupy. In space, you can put your feet up in the overhead because you can sit up there and be out of the way, and so it does feel bigger in weightlessness. Absolutely. But then we'll also find new ways to get caught and to bump into things, and so it really is an interesting dynamic. It makes some things easier, and it makes some things way harder.
This 2 mission is going to the moon, but this is actually about something much different. Here's the deal. The crew is on a 10-day mission. They launch around the Earth out of our atmosphere. They circle around the Earth a couple of times, slingshot, then out to the moon, slingshot around the moon, and then head back to Earth. It's a 10-day mission. And at the core of all this is eventually about a trip to Mars. Think of the moon as sort of the proving ground, where humans need to test radiation shielding, life support systems, and all kinds of things before taking a few-week journey into a 3-year trip to Mars and back. If you can't survive a few weeks heading to the moon, how are you going to survive a much longer journey to the red planet and back? NASA sees Mars as almost like a gas station. It takes a lot of energy and fuel to get out of our atmosphere on Earth and head into outer space. So the goal is to eventually get a station on the south pole of the moon, harvest the ice, the water, separate the hydrogen and the oxygen, and literally create rocket fuel on the moon to head to Mars. Now, your next move is to really just sort of sit back and enjoy the show. But you might also want to put a bookmark on nasa.gov. I looked it up, and there is a daily flight tracker, a 24/7 tracker where you can see what the astronauts are up to. Also, NASA's YouTube channel is a good place to go. They're also going to have a flight tracker there. I'll be watching for that. Looks like they have all kinds of things ready to go. The thing I'm most excited about with you is to see the images of this mission. We have 4K video cameras now in outer space, a 4K close-up shot of the moon. We've never seen that before. This is going to be quite something. And we'll all be watching from back here on Mother Earth.
All right. I forgot to mention that we about to go to the moon. But before we get into this deep into this discussion, Bun Bunny said, yes, the mug. She's getting the mug, and she says, sheesh. Come on, you guys. Come on. You guys are really extra. You know what I mean? She doesn't need guns on the job. So, all right. How do y'all feel about this? Like this being the first step to a bigger world, the first step to going to Mars. Like it's real. Like we're really going to go to Mars. We're really going to, and they've had mad discussions about building on the moon. Like this is a real thing. This is not just a movie or a scene or some book discussion. This is a real thing. How are we feeling about this? Fame, your face seems to be the most disgusted. So, like, I definitely want to hear your perspective.
Because it's like, buddy, let me tell you. I want to talk about, because it's like, oh, well, this isn't, they're testing their systems and they're not fully disclosing all of the information out to us. And while I'm talking, if you can find, bro, they're testing the AI systems, and they're not like really even talking about it yet. And I don't know why, because I guess they don't. If it failed, they don't want to put out there that the systems fail. But this whole entire thing is so that they can test out AI navigation within space, and they're doing a great job of not talking about it. No news is really talking about. You really have to dig deep to go find out exactly what you got to go onto NASA's site, look at all their files to find out what this is really about. And I think that is 10 times more interesting. It's not like AI on board of Artemis II, but it's AI powered optical navigations, anonymous flight detection, anomaly detection for the life support systems, the power system. That AI is reading everything in real time. It's tracking. They got cameras around it to see. So they're not just taking 4K photos. Man, it's for the system so they can navigate in space in real time. So, yeah, as a real nerd, if y'all found that, boom, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm waiting for.
Hey, man, I love the fact that you put all that out there. I mean, I would be more nervous if they were telling me, like, now that you're telling me that, I'm more scared. Shoot, AI can barely get photos right when I try to get it to create something for me.
We're talking about public AI. You know, there's a big difference.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the stuff that they have is way higher tech than what we have access to. They would not never give us that much access.
Yeah, because we're so good, because we could have really taken out Iran because we've got so much high tech that we didn't know that they had so much to fight against us with. I got you. So much high tech.
This is all the show.
It's all a show.
They only showing us what they want to show us. This is all the show.
I mean, no, Bam is on to something, because here's the thing. A lot of people don't know about this, but there's actually an act in place. I forgot the name of the act. But basically, there's this whole bill that was passed where it's like, you can make an invention, but if the invention works too well for the public, it's going to have to be sold to the military and kept by the government. That's been here since like the 50s or 60s or something like that. A guy altered his engine for it to be way more efficient than anything we have right now when it comes to gas. Once they figured that out, gas companies were like, no. And it just slid that off to the side. And there's been other inventions that come out by then. It's like, okay, that's a little too helpful for the public. So I believe Fang when he says the whole thing where he's like, oh no, the stuff that we have now is nothing compared to what they actually have in the background, kind of thing.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like NASA as a company, they have how many employees do you guys think NASA has?
Like 60 to 80,000 people. They got a lot of people.
So they have people that work around the clock, and they're not just doing all of this just to show us what's on another planet or just to say, oh, we did it. Like, there's definitely something bigger, a bigger mission than just what they're just telling the public. It's nice for us to like feel involved and like for, you know, us to learn as the public, but that's not the objective.
They still gotta inspire and motivate human beings to want to do more than just sit around and lay around. So they have to put information out.
I disagree, because every historian will tell you that the literal only reason why we went to the moon the first time was because Russia said that they were going to go to the moon, and America didn't want to get left behind. So we spent billions of dollars to get to the moon first. And guess what we did after we got there?
To shoot the movie.
So that at the end of the day, after we shot the movie or landed on the planet, what did we do after that? Nothing. We didn't go back. We haven't done anything. It took 60 years for us to decide we're going to go back. and guess what? We're only going back now because China and Russia are going back out there.
America's going to be the first one where? To Mars.
Because why? As human beings, we still have the unwritten rule of whoever steps on it first claims it, or whoever is there to take over it. So China's like, yo, we're going to go to the moon and we're going to start establishing dominance there because this is the next move, period, for human. So we want to take this over, and America's going, oh, hell nah. You're not about to take all of the good spots, because not every part of the moon is exactly. So, you know, every part of the moon is not habitable because you want to stay in an area that has sun. You don't want to be on the cold side in the dark, and you don't want to be on the side where you can't get a signal off towards Earth. So, yeah, we got to fight so we can get a good space on the moon.
Well, you do want to be on the cold side of the moon for technology reasons if you want to build. I won't get into it.
Well, it's all good, brother. That's what the show is all about. We're going to get into it. All right, so let's celebrate a Black person.
It is a big question, and I want to highlight, I guess, maybe one facet of this is the tension, I call it. I live in this, this dichotomy between happiness that a young woman can look at Christina and just physicalize her passion or her interest, or even if it's not something she wants to do, she can just be like girl power, and that's awesome. And that young brown boys and girls can look at me and go, hey, he looks like me and he's doing what? And that's great. I love that. But I also hope we are pushing the other direction, that one day we don't have to talk about these first, that one day this is just, and I listen to this, that this is the human history. It's about human history. It's the story of humanity, not black history, not women's history, but that it becomes human history.
Can you run that back really fast at the beginning? I missed one part. I think it was like the first 3 sentences.
It is a big question, and I want to highlight, I guess maybe one facet of this is the tension, I call it. I live in this, this dichotomy between happiness that a young woman can look at Christina and...
I got it.
You were trying to understand the word dichotomy?
No, not dichotomy. When he said he lives in this, and then the way he matched the words together on my first hearing, it was anal. So I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I heard it wrong. Yeah. I heard it wrong.
All right. First of all, love the fact that we have a black pilot going to the moon. Love that. I love that we have a black person doing anything of importance. That's a part of this project. Super excited about that. Love to see women up there stepping up. You know what I'm saying? Would this be considered 50-50, ladies?
Well, what? We're not doing that here. This is not that podcast, okay?
Just straight up and down. No.
The nerd red pill.
Can't win. Come on, Jay.
No.
Let's hear it.
No.
Go ahead, Jay.
But somebody made a post that was like, oh, Charlie Kirk would hate this. Because you know how he said if there was a black pilot, he would wonder if he was qualified. So of course there's going to be people out there that are wondering, are these people qualified, or did they just get hired because they're black, or this is a woman, or yeah.
No, that's very true. And I'm super surprised that we have not gotten that information heavy. And in this one segment, we have gotten tinfoil content, we've got Black history content, and we've got some super nerdy content. Like, I really feel like we did it on this segment, bro. I'm proud of y'all, man. That's what's up, man. All right, Sloan, was there anything you would like to add color-wise? Did you want to add some color or perspective? Given that you're the youngest here. So, I mean, do you even give a shit? Does this matter to you at all?
No, I don't even... Now, I do really like space. I do a lot of research into space, especially for my story, because it's a space. It's based in space, but I do like learning about the cosmos and stuff like that. But I'm really on his side when it comes to this perspective of things, because I'm one of those people where it's just like how he's like, he wants to go beyond the fact that I'm just a black guy in space. He's like, I just want it for it to be human history kind of thing. I agree with that point kind of thing, because like when I become an accomplished author, I don't want to be known as, a black author. No, I'm an author. I mean, I write comic books. I'm not, I'm a black comic writer. I would like to be known as just a regular author kind of thing. My stories are for everyone. I'm contributing to the industry as a whole kind of thing. So for me, I view it really as like as a mentality I stand behind, and as someone I would definitely look up to in terms of that perspective, because for me, it's just like I'll give you an example. It's like anime. If you really look at like a lot of cartoons across the board, all of it is animation. Anime came from Disney. The guy who made anime watched Disney cartoons and read Disney comic books. Manga, it's both comic books, it's both cartoons. It's just a different style of it, and it may have done some different things, but at the end of the day, that is history. That is artistry. No one focuses on, well, the people who do focus on, the people who do it tend to be the slowest out of all of us. But for the people who can sit back and appreciate it are the ones who just say, okay, it's just cartoons, it's just comic books, let's just learn to enjoy it kind of thing.
Yeah. Very true. Love it. Why can't we all just get along? Definitely feel you on that one. All right, so what we're gonna do? Shut up, Faye, because you're thinking loud. All right, we're gonna go to a commercial, and we'll be right back with Pixelated.
Hey, baby.
What's up, love?
I need some new clothes.
Didn't your OnlyFans deposit drop yesterday?
Yeah, but I don't know where to start shopping. I want to switch things up. It's getting hot outside.
Did you grab some merch from your 2 favorite podcasts?
OMG! The BNP just dropped their new signature nerdy line, and I've always wanted an indie show shirt. Great idea, baby. You're a genius.
Better go to vvcmerch.com right now. Some of their drops are limited.
vvcmerch.com. I'm on there now. Babe, you want a pickleball set?
The Indie Show is leveling up in 2026 with the help of Aries Lounge Podcast. Our hugely popular segment, Will Be the Judge of That competition, just got a cash infusion. Not only does one lucky artist get an interview, featured artist on our mixtape, playlisted and promoted by The Indie Show, you can now win $100 cash straight to your Cash App or PayPal. Sign up now on theindieshow.co and go to Artist Submissions. Once you fill out the form, we will reach out to announce you're locked in. Don't wait. Sign up now. Slots are limited and the competition is heating up. Finalists will compete on March 31st, 8 p.m. live on The Indie Show, where the winner will receive cash right after their win. You ready? The Indie Show is your new home for indie music that celebrates the indie grind. Theindieshow.co. Sign up now.
All right, it's time to get to the real business of the day. Let me get to the God dog it. There we go. There we go. So what we're looking at now is an advertisement for the brand new He-Man video game side scroller. So it's a 4-player. Definitely, it's a 4-player co-op where you and your friends get to go and battle all of these monsters and everything from the movie and the TV show in the game. So you could be He-Man or any one of his He-Friends. Wait a minute, that didn't come out. You could be any one of his heroic friends. So, like, you know what I'm saying? This is fire. And if you are watching at home, not watching, if you're listening at home, you're not watching, this is more like an older arcade vibe. It's not that new 4K, you know, the characters look like real people. This definitely looks like an arcade side scroller video game adventure. So yeah, man, I definitely thought this was super fire and definitely something worth picking up. So I would highly recommend it to everybody. All right, what y'all think?
Can you play as oh sorry, you could go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I would play it. It looks like fun.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Sloan.
I would love to play that. I love side scroller games and I like the He-Man universe. I do wonder, like, can you like play as bosses that you defeat? Because it'd be awesome if you could play as Skeletor.
I don't know, but that's a great question. I will look up for you, sir. All right, Fame, you seem kind of frustrated, so go ahead, tell us how you feel.
No, I'm not frustrated at all. I think the game looks dope. It reminds me of the Ninja Turtles, X-Men, Streets of Rage. Like, it looks cool and just in time for the movie because we know the movie's gonna suck. So this is the great opportunity for them to recover some. You know? Yeah.
No, 1,000%.
Has a what's the name? He-Man merch. I'm definitely want to get something if they do to match the occasion.
You are aware that game is going to be treated right? That movie is going to be trash. True stinky smelly trash. It's going to be horrible. Now we're going to go see it. Correct. But I'm just letting you know. I just don't want you hold on.
Why are you saying it's going to be trash?
Because it looks like we didn't watch 3 trailers. We know for a fact that it's going to be trash.
So the trailers are trash.
Animation looks awesome. What's wrong?
Animation? What?
The
You talking about the video game? You talking about the video game? The movie.
The video
it
game
looks
is
like
fire.
it should have been on Blockbuster's original. That's what it looks like. Like it should have been released by Asylum. It looked like per garbage. But I kind of agree with you on merch. I would love to go to the movie theaters and they got the gray skull staff that pops open as a popcorn bucket. Oh.
Let me guess, y'all didn't like the animes they released for it too. The Masters of the Universe Revelation and all that.
No, animations are different.
The animation is fire. The animation is fire. The Netflix joint is crazy fire. But that movie looks, that looks bad. That looks really bad.
It like the original Back to the Future trailer.
Need a new name for these co-op survival games because they're not just friend chaos anymore. This is full-on moving-based survival, and trains are clearly the new obsession. The game you're watching here is Railborn. You and up to 3 friends build an entire train from scratch, piece by piece, then keep it running by scavenging parts, upgrading systems, and constantly repairing it as you travel. But the world outside is a dying planet tangled in endless railway lines. To survive, you don't just gather supplies, you actually grow rare plants and recreate whole biomes inside your train to keep life going. It's survival, base building, and exploration all happening on something that never stops moving. Railborn is shaping up to be a huge one for co-op fans. Follow Pulse Games for more upcoming games like this.
Yay.
So
don't you want to save the world on a train?
You'll never be bored. You'll probably always be frustrated. It's a lot going on. And the train's moving the whole time you're doing these things? Like, I'm confused.
Do you have financial investment in this game? Because you really are trying to save. You're really trying to save this game.
I'm weighing the pros and cons.
She was progressively making it worse in my head. I was like,
it doesn't seem like
I was
like,
kind of like, okay, on one hand it's like this, but then on the other hand it's like, but then on this hand it's like, you know.
Jaylee was like, as the CEO of the developer of Railborn, we're here to tell you, you'll never be bored.
Who has invested a lot of capital.
Yeah, right.
That game was so boring.
It does.
My God. I can't imagine like having to get out the train because it broke down again.
Like it seems like
just to gather resources.
Like it sounds like one of those games where it's like it would need probably like a bunch of updates and patches and fixes if they keep going out like this. Like for example, I'll give you an example. I'll tell you exactly what this game reminds me of. No Man's Sky. Had potential. That game had a lot of potential. An open universe that's infinite. You can build stuff, this, that, the other. You play as a normal player, man. You're barely struck. You can't even enjoy the game. You're trying to get enough fuel just so you can keep breathing, kind of thing. Yeah. But after countless patches, now it's better somehow. I don't know. I don't know if it's better or not.
The problem is the game drops you in somewhere random every time. So it's not like you get an opportunity to figure something out and then die and then start and figure it out. They always drop you somewhere different, and there's no purpose. Like you're not. The purpose is to. They don't tell you. You just walking around doing random stuff, and they don't really explain stuff to you. So you're just trying to figure it out. It's like you wake up somewhere and you don't know what's going on. And it's just not interesting to me. I played it for about 8 or 9 hours, and afterwards I was like, I still didn't understand why in the world we were there. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing.
Co-op game inspired by Moana is more than just another pirate game in an oversaturated market. Personally, it's a breath of fresh air, and you'll be happy to hear that it's out now with very positive reviews. Voyager of Neera is a survival crafting game where you and up to 9 friends can sail across this huge ocean world, surf between islands, dive underwater, build villages, and fight off the creatures lurking in the deep. What makes it stand out is that it doesn't just look like another harsh survival game either. It's got this much softer, more adventurous vibe with spirits, ancient ruins, and a world that actually looks nice to spend time in. And the fact it's already sitting on very positive reviews makes it even easier to recommend. It's called Voyagers of Neera, and it's out now on Steam.
You want to know why it's doing so well?
Go ahead.
It's doing so well because they remembered that there is more to the world than the stereotypical Eurocentric pirate stuff. They're too busy trying to copy off of everything else in the most popular stuff. They didn't take time to explore different options. And now we clearly see this is a Polynesian-inspired game. And guess what? From delving into that aesthetic and some of the stuff we've seen them do either stereotypically in movies or actually do, now we got a cool ocean game. Surfing between islands, diving underwater, using fantastical abilities, so forth and so on. It is part of that natural. If you actually broaden your horizons on all kinds of other cultures, maybe passively you make something good. And this is case in point, because almost every other pirate game besides Skull and Bones, where is it? In the pit, because they're too busy trying to be like everybody else.
And Skull and Bones really dropped.
I would definitely play this game. So fun.
Wasn't the last patch for Skull and Bones was supposed to be have land fighting, and lo and behold, they did not have land fighting after the patch, after the update.
Oh, wow. Figures.
Disappointing. This game looks good, but I'm waiting for Windrose.
What's the name of this game again?
This was Voyages of Nera. Okay.
Yeah, Voyages of Nera.
Okay,
I'm waiting for. If I'm gonna play a pirate game that's an open world game, Windrose is it. I know for a fact it's just gonna be the next biggest sandbox game of all time, the rival GTA and Minecraft. Like I know.
I'm saving this game. I've been shooting this with my friends.
It's gonna be huge. But yeah, this one just looked at a real Breath of the Wild.
Last one, and we're out of this segment.
Game, you and up to 7 friends are trapped in a city while a massive tornado is literally hunting you, and your only way out keeps breaking down all the time. It's Storm Chaser mixed with Lethal Company. Your crew works for a storm monitoring company in a city when suddenly everything goes wrong. You're stranded with a broken down van, and there are escalating disasters and total environmental destruction heading towards your position, getting closer by the minute. At first, you just have to fight wind and rain, but then hail starts crashing down. Lightning splits the sky, and before you know it, entire buildings are being ripped apart piece by piece. But there is a huge problem. Everything you need to survive is inside those buildings. Fuels, tools, and car parts are waiting for you, but if the tornado gets there first, it's gone forever. So you are forced to split up your team, take risks, and race against time. Whatever you do, don't leave your friends behind. They might be carrying the one part you need to get that engine turning before the funnel catches up. This is Funnel Runners, coming to Steam later this year. Tag the squad you trust to fix a van in the middle of a tornado, and follow for more co-op games.
Yowzers.
No, I would definitely play this.
I would definitely play this too. Fane, what you thinking?
Hey, the motto I live by is chase, ride, survive. Because Twisters was fire. I love me a good old tornado chase, and I don't think Salone likes him though.
I got tornado. I literally have tornado PTSD. I cannot play that game.
A little too close to home.
Entirely too close. It's inside the house. In the basement.
The call is coming from in the house.
Unfortunately, sorry to hear.
Damn, bro. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to.
I remember last year he kept telling us, "Man, yeah, it's another tornado alert. Can't make the show." I'm like, Jesus, that's 5 weeks in a row.
yeah. What's the name? Tornado Alley has kind of shifted over. I mean, luckily, I'm out at that time. It's getting closer to summer now, so it's more heat than cool. So I should see it a lot less often this time of year. But yeah, in that transition between winter and spring, that's when it happens a lot.
So you're saying you're in the middle of tornado season now?
Not really. We're leaving it right now. The town I am in is like there's like a cone in which it's usually like it has like a chance of like manifesting, and we're always like right on the line. So it's like, oh yeah, there's a potential of it manifesting your town, and like a couple hours later, oh okay, y'all in the clear. But you know, you can't predict Mother Nature. So usually during that time I'm on the floor having a panic attack until they say, okay, you're good. And I'm like, okay. And I just go up and pass out on my bed.
Huh? That's crazy. All right, it's time to get to our next segment. Liberty Why do I feel like I jumped the gun? Oh yeah, I was supposed to be doing Jalen's segment first. Damn it!
Riddle me this, Batman.
Alrighty then. Is this the right one? Did I upload? There we go. Jalen is on.
What two words, when added together, contains the most letters?
It was some espialidocious. What is it? It's just
No, it's not supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That is not
boom. That is two words though, right?
I think that's one.
Supercalifragilistic and then espialidocious. All right, so it's not that. All right, two words added together contains the most letters.
It's not a literal. It's not literal, is it?
I don't
It's
think
not
it is.
literal. It's never literal.
So is it like most and then words?
No.
I tried.
But you did.
I'm tapped.
You did well.
The two words, when added together, contains the most words. The most
letters. No, she getting blocked.
Words.
Hold on. She getting blocked. Let me guess faster.
Is it
So
a place?
it's most letters. We see we
Is
doing
it a
too much. It's the
place?
most letters. What two words, when added together, contain the most letters? So
She
okay.
asked, is it a place?
It's a place.
Alrighty then.
Hold on, let me hurry up and block that.
Yeah, because she gotta get blocked.
Oh,
Post office.
That is the answer.
Oh, that was a good one. I need to use that. I'm gonna tell my family that after the podcast to see if they get it.
What, they work at the post office?
No, they like riddles.
Oh,
Okay.
don't make that face, Jalen.
This show wouldn't work without Bun Bunny, yo. Like
The riddles
Honestly,
wouldn't work. The riddles would not work. It just
I know. It would just be me asking y'all questions that y'all would just, you know, not.
constant face appointment.
say what you was gonna say, Jalen.
You guys are so stupid.
not be able to answer. That's it. That's all I was gonna say.
Word. All right, back to the news.
Everybody calm down. I got something to say. If you're a content creator like myself, you may want to listen. Y'all see the setup? Right? To get portrait and landscape all in one take. That's usually what it takes to accomplish that. Well, oh, do y'all see this? This is an app that I created that allows you to do what? It allows you to record portrait and landscape all in one take from one device. Watch. I just recorded that and I'm about to go to the gallery. And what are you about to see? It allows you to record portrait and landscape all in one take. It allows you to record.
Yep. Shout out to him.
Oh, y'all gonna be using that at DreamCon. I know that.
Yeah, it's at the App Store right now for both iPhone and Android. It's like it was like number one in the App Store at one point in time. It is owned by a black man. This is super helpful, especially.
What is the app?
I apologize. Let me put the appropriate information on the screen. Derek Downey Jr.'s app reaches number one in the App Store. Content career best-selling. It's called Dual Shot Recorder.
Man, that outfit he got on right now in the rain, an R&B song, 90s. Oh, he killing it with this app right now.
It's giving. I saw you and him.
Walking in the rain.
Oh yeah, on point, Jalen. Right on point. Right on point.
Oh, my mom is gonna love this app. What you said it's called what's it called?
Dual shot recorder.
Dual shot recorder.
Right, there's two different ones. Oh, wait, I see one's a game, one's a scan game. The other one is it $9.99?
He going up there.
There's a bunch. There's a bunch of these things saying dual shot recorder. God dang.
Yeah, everybody gotta get that money real quick. Got confused you. Matter of fact,
you said what?
I said there's a bunch on the App Store that say dual shot recorder. So which one is it?
Let me see, because I remember what the picture looked like when he showed it. Hold on, let me pull it up.
All right, look for the name Derek Downey Jr.
and wasn't it dual shot is one word, so that should help.
Yeah, recorder, right.
It's this one, $9.99.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. All right. I actually enjoy paying the one price versus me having to pay a monthly subscription. So
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's a one-time thing. Oh.
Yeah, it's not a monthly thing.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Yeah, like right, exactly.
Oh, you got to pay $9.99. Then you pick your subscription.
It is a subscription?
No, I was just saying like how some apps do. Like you'll go on there and it'll say pick your subscription.
Nah, facts.
Sure? I just got one for free.
That's not that's somebody else's.
Well, hey.
Fame don't care about black people, so he
I sure don't.
Whatever's the
I
cheapest.
most definitely. I'm gonna go with whoever wants to play the game the right way. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to the next thing.
Tuka, I've never seen nothing like this before. Oracle laid off 30,000 employees at one time.
Yeah, via email.
6 a.m. email. This is what the email read. This was one of the coldest things ever.
And others have been laid off too at other companies, so we're going to be fair about that. But yes, in chat, if I told you this debacle was going to happen in Oracle, and Brad Gerstner, I'm going to say it again. Once he called out Sam Altman for not telling how you were going to get a return on spend, it was the end of the AI circular investment bullshit.
We are sharing some difficult news regarding your position. After careful consideration of Oracle's current business needs, we have made the decision to eliminate your role as part of the broader organizational change. As a result, today is your last working day. There's some more verbiage, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So they sent that to 30,000 people at 6 a.m. And then y'all want to criticize me when I say that there is no job security.
It isn't.
And that you have no choice but to invest. And that entrepreneurship is no longer a luxury. It's
mandatory.
This is disturbing.
How y'all feel?
Well, Oracle. So BCPS switched to Oracle to use for like clocking in and out, payroll stuff, like everything like that. And then, of course, now they're in the middle of not just that controversy, but like other controversies. But to send 30,000 AI written emails after you done replaced all of these people with AI is kind of insane. And saying effective immediately, like effective today, today's your last day, that's insane.
The inevitability of technology development, it's the inevitability of where we're going. I know you watch TV and people keep soft talking the reality, but how many times have we said on this show over the last year and a half, 2 years, that there are going to be mass layoffs? There are going to be mass, and here's the bigger problem. That mass layoff of people are not going to be able to find jobs doing the same thing. You might get a small percentage of those people, and that's just one company. Multiple companies have laid off 20, 30, 40,000. They just didn't do it in an email at 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like they were a little bit more strategic about it, and they probably made everybody sign non-disclosures with their severance packages or whatever to keep things kind of like from going out of hand. But this company just didn't care, and they'll probably get a class action lawsuit and whatever. But they've already calculated that in as a part of the situation. So just imagine how many people are going to try to go back into the marketplace and then try to get another job doing the same thing and come up with Zippo. So just be prepared. This is another reason why I feel like this show is so important, is that, yeah, we're here to have fun. We love talking about the fun stuff. But like when we're sitting here telling you about AI and all these different things,
it's playing
to get you in the mindset of finding a different way to operate, man. We still need plumbers. We still need carpenters.
Their stock price is down 50% since quarter 3 of 2025. So
it'll go back up. It'll go back up.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
now.
only going to go up after you got rid of 30,000 people.
That's a lot of red that you got rid of off your book. So
but
now
there are also lawsuits about pretty much like they're not able to like open like data centers that they were supposed to be opening, and like there's a lot going on. They made promises they couldn't keep. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey,
It sounds like they
I feel like
use AI to do the next thing.
I feel like in this situation, really and truly, like while people need to be alert, I feel like what needs to be pushed more than anything now is straight jobs, because in the younger generation, like in the time that I grew up, what media pushed was basically the corporate, this basically it's either you be corporate, you go to that, or you be one of those people, or you're one of those people who just do pursue their passion and basically suffer for a chunk of years until it actually pays off. None of that stuff on TV shows and movies. None of it was be an electrician, be a plumber. No, you don't know. It's the fat old smelly guy down the street that you don't like is the plumber. That creep who harasses women is the electrician, so forth and so on. I mean, you've seen the movies that I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Jay, right?
You are aware that I work in the construction field, so the people you're referring to are actually my
It's
friends.
himself. Oh,
No, I'm not saying that's how they act.
He's talking about the stereotype.
Yeah, the stereotype.
That's definitely a stereotype.
Like Spider-Man. They don't have Spider-Man being blue collar. No, it's either he's broke or he's in a blue collar situation. How many people would benefit from their favorite superhero or favorite TV show telling them, "Yo, check this out. You like working with your hands? There's a job right here, and there's a job of that in abundance that actually needs you," kind of thing. And once I feel like it's kind of like in various ways. There's a 180 in various things, like people's perspectives, people's ideology, but also in the market, because in this drought of corporateness being replaced, the corporate workers being replaced with AI, they're gonna go back to, all right, time to get your hands back on to getting greasy, time to get kind of dirty now. Because guess what?
Right. But here's the problem. Mm-hmm. Here's the problem with that, and I don't mean to cut you off, but is that they always sold the concept of getting your hands dirty as something that don't really make money. I know electricians that barely get their hands dirty, making $200,000, $300,000 like every year. Like right now, like I know low end electricians and plumbers that they be like, yo, a bad year is like 90 grand. I'm like, damn, that's a bad year. You know what I'm saying? And it takes less education, less upfront investment to get involved, and you more than likely you can learn on the job, especially if you were to come in and you were to go to one of the you know what I'm saying, if you were to go get into, what do they call it, god damn it, if you was to get into one of the groups, trade school, or get into they have like little organizations for the electricians and the plumbers and all that, and then it's like I forgot what it's called. But if you was to join them on the bottom level, you'll get paid and get trained. And then you'll become a journeyman. And then you'll become a master. And then you become like, and then so you'll be making money while you're learning versus you dumping $200,000 into a college education and hoping your feet will land in a great job. Like they're going to train you up in the field and take care of you the entire time. So like, I think that's the misinformation. And I didn't even want to be on our podcast advocating to be like doing this, but I just think you made a perfect point, is that the media and movies and television shows make it seem like these jobs are like low-end jobs and they're there for like poor people job. Like, no, man, I know some millionaire dudes. Like most of the dudes that I know that's super successful, that's their back end backbone job. And guess what? A lot of them, they be buying houses because they catch the deals. Because when the person run out of investment money, they'll buy the house, they'll rent it out because they homies is all that. Like, that is a huge misconception that we have to get away from, is that, you know, truckers make hundreds of thousands. Oh, Jesus Christ. Truckers make so much money. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But they'll send you to college so that you'll be somebody, and then more than likely you're fighting and get a job from some white dude and they'll try to block you out. Whereas these other places are so desperate, they're giving money to everybody. Go ahead, Fame. Go ahead.
And as you both saying, because no, y'all both hitting it right on the head, pause. It's, you have to literally, these are skill-based jobs. This is another reason why so many people don't just, they can't do it, they drop out, they don't want to work. We know why America's in a boat of where they are in the boat compared to a lot of other countries that, well, most of them force their villages. But anyway, you have to want to do something with your path going forward. You have to want to be a carpenter. You have to want to be a trucker. I know people that they got into a car accident, went around, got 15,000, took 12,000, got a van, said they're going to start a cleaning service, went great. I know a guy that got a little, hit the lottery. He got about 30,000. He went and got him a tow truck, started a tow truck business. The tow truck business failed. He refused to go out and keep with the knowledge. He didn't put himself around people, like we were saying with the trade school. If you don't go out and do more, then it don't matter. But if you want to apply yourself to anything, yeah, man, you could have a Fortune 500. Man, I'm on season 3 of Tulsa King again, and just watching everybody come up in the different businesses, failing, succeeding, and trying to take a little bit of money, get the know-how, figure out if the car dealership going to be your thing, figure out if the distillery is going to be your thing. Figure out what you do best, what you can put on your plate to learn easier, and you're going to make this money, but you got to want it. Like, the reason why a lot of this don't work, because people rather just sit behind a desk and hit a keyboard. They rather go to be a substitute teacher instead of going and literally applying themselves completely fully to get, you have to want to do more. Videography. You have to want to do more than just pick up a camera and aspire to be a music video person or a film director. You have to apply yourself, get better at what you're doing. And yeah, I'm just rambling now. But
what you're saying does make sense, because if the only thing you care about is, say, like the money, but that's all you really are trying to get into, that's necessary. Yeah, if that's not going to be enough necessarily. You have to like actually do want to do that stuff to a degree, which I feel like, and again, like I said, which is it's all one part of the one bigger idea of that. Just like how media conditions people not to want to do that stuff. Some people may not know that they may actually like it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So forth and so on. So yeah, I agree. So it's like it's just kind of like a gigantic mess that we've been put in.
That's a fact. All right, let's move on. Can't go too far down the deep hole. Pause.
All the blob bread looking thing is the perfect example of why human beings are weird. So if you're into like fragrances and perfumes, you've probably smelled this thing before, right? That thing is called ambergris. And how ambergris happens is when sperm whales eat giant squids, like they can't digest the beak, right? So they have to make this kind of like weird mucousy thing that builds up over years, and then they vomit it out over time. So what this is like a cured version of like whale vomit that is made mostly of squid beak. You see that? Yeah man, nice ambergris. This is what they put in your colognes. Right? This is what they put in your fragrances, you know what I mean? And it's really expensive. Like, I don't think you understand how expensive this is. And it's just whale vomit. You know, so when you're spraying on your fragrances, sometimes it's a little whale vomit.
Interesting.
What's wrong, buddy? Talk to me. Use your words, buddy.
That's the
Use your
whitest
words.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
It gets whiter.
Only rich white people will say, "I whale vomit." Yes, put that in my cologne and spray it. It's like, what made you decide to do that?
And I'm mad because as black people, somebody walk up on you and they be like, you'd be like, "Oh, that smell good. What's that?" Oh.
Whale vomit.
Ambergris.
Jalen, that sounds sexy. Ambergris.
Yeah, ambergris.
For the summer. You know what I'm saying? All right. This is a good one right here. All right. So this is called How Old Are You? So the lady's going to jump on the screen. They're going to ask a bunch of questions. And you got to put a hand up for every time that you remember or you are a part of something. So let's try it.
All right, you ready? Put a finger down if you've ever been inside of a Kmart or you remember when.
All right, you got to everybody put your hands up. Where the hell Fame go? Oh, he's
I'm
trying
not
to
playing.
act like
I'm not playing.
I'm
not playing.
Nigga, we know you all.
the screen right now, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, you one hand short, but all right, just roll. There you go.
Let's go.
All right, you ready? Put a finger down if you've ever been inside of a Kmart or you remember when Kmart was open.
Yep.
Put a finger down if you've ever had a MySpace or a Black Planet account.
Yep.
Put a finger down if you've ever read a newspaper.
Yep.
Put a finger down if you've ever owned a burned CD or you know what a burned CD is.
Yep.
I used to burn CDs.
Put a finger down if you know what a pager is.
Used to have one.
Put a finger down if you know what Ask Jeeves is.
Definitely.
Put a finger down if you know what MapQuest is or if you've ever used MapQuest.
Used to use it all the time.
Put a finger down if you've ever had to cover your school books in a brown paper bag.
Yep. I used to do that.
Put a finger down if you've ever had to watch Bill Nye the Science Guy in school.
Yep.
And put a finger down if you've ever downloaded music off of LimeWire or Napster. If you have your fist balled up, and go ahead and throw.
Yeah.
One finger left. One finger left.
Yeah, I saved my middle
Wait a
finger
minute.
for that one.
Hold up. How many does Sloan have left? How many you got left, Sloan?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And the other two of y'all only had one left?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Senior citizens. I've been hanging around senior citizens.
A brown paper bag?
We used to have book covers. We used to buy book covers and put them over them. But I've never brown paper bag. That's a new one.
Yeah, my parents would be cheap as hell sometimes. So like, the game is the game, bro. Like I ain't even set tripping off of that. But hey, I figured y'all to like that. All right, now let's get into a little piece of news that shouldn't be news at all. I don't know why this is news. Science confirms your mother is always with you. Always with you. Her cells stay inside of your body forever. Yeah, I was in her stomach.
Yeah.
You sure you get DNA from your parents?
Well, did you guys know? I don't know if this is like a confirmed fact, but I read it somewhere. And apparently, your parent, basically your dad's DNA stays inside of your mom for like 7 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about that.
Yeah. That was really interesting. That's scary.
I heard that it actually affects their their behaviors as well.
Mm-hmm. It's a part of imprinting, but
so if you're messing with a crash out, you're gonna get crash out juice, I guess, serum. I don't know.
That makes a lot of sense.
Crash out juice. Okay, we're gonna move on. Prime Video's #1 in the world superhero series gives Marvel a run for its money. Yeah, baby.
That's the thing. Image. All they need to do, which Image seems to have gotten the idea down, is that a lot of these companies like Dark Horse, Image, Boom Studios need to lock in and start pumping out animated projects to push Marvel and DC to be better. Because Marvel and DC aren't going to lock in until everyone else is doing better than them. All right, because Image is already doing it. They got a comic book called Exquisite Corpses, and I've heard every comic book content creator who I'm companions with, I've seen them hype up that series so much. There's this other series, and it's getting an animated series. There's another series I've read called Monstrous, really beautiful art. It's a science fantasy steampunk story. It's getting an animation. This drama-ish series called Grimm, which is basically Bleach, but it's like Bleach for sitcomers kind of thing. I don't know. It's soap operas. I don't know how to describe it, but Grimm is a really interesting series and it's being animated by the same, and it's being written by this people who made Wednesday, which makes perfect sense. Something's Killing the Children, which is basically kind of like JJK in a way. That's getting an animated series. Berserkers is getting an animated series, so forth and so on. So there's a lot of these indie people who just kind of saw Invincible as like, we need to do that. Keep doing that. And then it's going to take Marvel's like, okay, fine. And then they start doing the bare minimum and give us, and like they did it with X-Men 97. They did it with Marvel Zombies, but it's like, okay, here's what you need to do. Go back to your books and put something in the mainstream like they did with Planet Hulk. Y'all remember the Lionsgate Planet Hulk? Yeah. It's like, that's what they need to do again. Find a isolated story that you need to do minimum story tweaking and just release it. Independent of the MCU. And just say, yo, fun story, here you guys go, and watch the money roll in. Because if you do if they do something like, say, I don't know, what's a Marvel story that y'all like in terms of like comic books, like events, sagas, or whatever?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but go ahead.
Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to blank off the top of my head, so I'm just go with Civil War. Animated wise.
Well, I'll say for me, one story that I liked was Thanos Wins. I personally like it, so I'll use it kind of as an example. So say people give a brief rundown of Thanos and show like he was a mad titan, so forth and so on, obsessed with death, but she always say screwed him over or whatever, so forth and so on. And then they start up the movie right there, showing his character development into, okay, Death, you keep messing with me, but you don't actually repay me for anything I've done. I don't need you anymore. Because that's the beauty of things. Because if any of y'all know who Thanos is, I highly recommend y'all read Donny Cates. Anything Marvel related that Donny Cates has written is gold. It is deep, but it is also fun. It is so fun. You get to see Thanos massacre the entire Marvel universe and fight with basically, it's like him literally fighting with himself, fighting with the version of him who is still obsessed with death versus him who's like, you know what, I'm moving past this. And it's kind of like a real life issue of what guys go through of being basically ruining yourself over a woman or moving on and being the best you can be kind of thing. And that's what the story's kind of about. And they do it in the most metal, awesome way possible. If they find a way to adapt that to the big screen, that would do numbers.
I'm just so excited about that. I need to,
right?
You might have to shoot me that comic book link so I can purchase that, bro.
Oh yeah, I'll do a whole review on it.
Yeah, I'll start that. Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Story.
Okay, class, put your tinfoil hats on. Is it real? No, seriously, is it?
All right, people, we're back. Make sure you put your tinfoil hats on. You got your tinsel. Is that a bow? A tinsel bow? All right.
It's foilish.
Got you. All right. Now, I need y'all to follow my lead. All right. I'm going to go one video and then the next video, but there's a reason why we're going this way.
If we actually find aliens. Well, this is the real NASA scale that we could use to confirm it. No one's made it to level 4
yet. The first level is detecting the signal. Right now, we're searching the atmospheres of distant worlds for signs of life, like oxygen and methane. That's called a biosignature. Those molecules won't coexist unless there's something constantly replenishing them. So if we find it, level 2, we have to double check that it's not an error. Level 3, you gotta make sure that that signal could be produced by a living thing. So we already know oxygen and methane can. On to level 4. Here's where you rule out any non-living process like volcanic eruptions. Getting here would be a huge deal. But to reach level 5, you need secondary evidence, like a radio signal. That would be nuts. So by level 6, everyone's already going to be screaming, "It's aliens!" But you have to go back and rule out every other possible explanation. So by level 7, the entire world is looking up at the sky and wondering, should we say hi? If you would, then follow along.
Okay, so now we've established the rule by which we establish what an alien is, or how we define alien existing on. If they exist. Now let's go.
It's already written, and we might just get hit with the biggest reveal of the century. According to a UK filmmaker, a Trump administration insider just told him that a full disclosure speech is planned for July 8th, 2026, where Donald Trump will reveal to the world that we humans are not alone, that aliens are real. The filmmaker Mark Christopher Lee, who has directed his own UFO documentaries like UFO Encounters of the Fifth Kind, claims he personally trusts his insider source, who has been extensively vetted for legitimacy, who says that Trump's speech has already been written, set for July 8th, the anniversary date of the Roswell UFO crash, where he will tell the world for the first time in history that extraterrestrials and UFOs are among us. Conspiracy theorists have been on an absolutely generational run lately, but given Trump's history of being the loose cannon that he is, it's highly possible this disclosure may come out even earlier. Or maybe not at all, now that this insider has leaked it to the world. It is interesting to note, however, that Steven Spielberg's next big film, Disclosure Day, which comes out just a month before, on June 12, 2026, is also about exactly this, a global revelation of extraterrestrial life. Have the UFO transparency hearings, the Nazca mummies, and the normalization of alien sightings in the news over the past few years, and now this movie, all part of their plan to warm us up to quite possibly the biggest revelation in human history.
Okay. I'm not done yet. I'm just making sure. Yes, sir. You had questions.
No. You go ahead. You go ahead. I remember you saying you were going to be.
I would like for you to go ahead, please, my friend. Please present, my friend.
Why? Okay. Everything under the sun except full unredacted Epstein files.
You know.
I mean, because if I'm talking about aliens, I'm not talking about Epstein.
And I think that's the thing. It's like, listen, it's like we could care less if there's some guys up in space. We could care less. What we do want to know is who's on that list.
What if they gotta release the UFO files so then they can finally tell you about the Epstein files, because they can't do one before they do the next?
No. It's just another distraction.
Because Epstein
was giving them to the aliens.
And then this alien experimenting on the young ladies, and they thought it was intercourse, but it was really scientific research so that the aliens could breed on Earth. You feel me?
So y'all know how we talked about how the United States goes to space every time another country does, to say that, we did it first, right? So what if this is just, you know how Obama joked about like the aliens and stuff like that? Like, that was his first question when he got into office, is where's the aliens? What if, Trump has this obsession with him? What if he's like, oh no, I'm going to find the aliens first. And I'm going to let everybody know that I found the aliens first, because, why wouldn't he?
That's a working
I like that. It's a working theory. All right, let's get to this next video.
Breaking news, another scientist goes missing. And according to a new report, the number of U.S. scientists, lab employees, and defense-linked figures who have died or gone missing as of late, under strange circumstances, has now risen to 8. The names tied into it include people connected to NASA, JPL, Los Alamos National Laboratory, advanced missile materials, nuclear research, infrared tracking systems, and even work related to detecting life beyond Earth. Wow. One former Los Alamos employee vanished without his wallet, keys, or phone. Another staffer linked to the same lab disappeared after her phones were reportedly found wiped clean. A NASA JPL scientist died with no public cause released. Another JPL figure vanished during a hike. Retired Air Force General Neil McCaslin, who was also long rumored to be the head of the space and UFO programs at Wright-Patterson. I mean, let's just stop there, because that alone is enough to raise eyebrows. When people connected to sensitive science, defense systems, space tech, and classified environments start disappearing, dying, or turning up under strange circumstances, and they're all related, people got to start asking questions. And that's where the conspiracy side starts pouring gasoline on the fire. I mean, people immediately pointing to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base because that's where Project Blue Book was based, the real U.S. Air Force program that investigated UFO sightings. And then they bring up the old Roswell claim that the debris was taken there, and Matt Getz comes out yesterday saying he was briefed on some alien-human hybrid program, and J.D. Vance talking about demons, and then Obama saying aliens are real in the same sense that life in the universe likely exists. So now you've got missing scientists, UFO history, politicians talking aliens and demons, and the public trying to connect the dots in real time. Now, let's be clear. None of this proves any one giant hidden agenda or operation, but it does show how fast suspicious real-world stories can collide with decades of secrecy, myth, and government mistrust. And when all of that happens together, the line between national security, science fiction, and public paranoia gets real thin.
All right. And last but certainly not least, the cherry on top. The U.S. government registered aliens.gov and alien.gov. When asked, the White House simply said, stay tuned.
Project Blue Beam incoming. That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case.
What case is that?
That we will be getting big alien news in the month of May. And the U.S. government is cleaning up the tracks so they can properly roll out the misinformation campaign that's going to keep everybody under control. Fame don't make faces.
You said it right.
Listen, I got my tinfoil hat on like Donald Trump got his toupee on, okay?
What, loosely?
Loosely, okay?
Not that secure.
Not secure at all.
A little thin.
A little dingy. Yeah.
I know this is a lot, man. Just make sure
bragging over here.
You keep your tinfoil hats ready, ladies and gentlemen. The BMP tinfoil hats will be available soon. So just use what you can. You know, I'm gonna get you some aluminum foil, wrap your head, and whenever you're having discussions,
they gonna need it when the aliens get here. You know, I do find it quite interesting that our favorite sci-fi director is dropping Disclosure Day, which oddly looks super weird, and then Trump is following right back up to release all the information that he can on UFOs, and which we already know that something from outer space fell to Earth, you know, years ago. We know this. We know that they've been finding debris from other planets and just from space. So we know that they have something, and they can't explain where it came from because, all you can think you can say, oh, it's from space somewhere. And why tell us about it if they're trying to figure it out? What good would it do if we know that they have something that they don't know how to use, AI, and they just want to make it work? So, you know, hopefully when they're disclosing this stuff, it really is just, oh, we found these metals, or we have these gases, or we have these cool rocks. It's going to be something dumb, bro. It's alien life parasites from a different planet, but they got it all figured out. They can't really much. It's going to be something totally. We got a meteorite that had maggots on it. It's going to be dumb. I'm telling you right now.
This guy's losing it. All righty then.
I didn't secure this. It's not secure in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. You getting hit with the
Yeah.
Baymine and the trimine beams and stuff like that. So it's time for us to shut this thing down. Need a little bit of time so that we can get ready for Baldur's Gate 3 session 29, I think, or 30, whatever. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been holding it down, man. We appreciate all of y'all listeners. But if you haven't done so and you're still listening right now, have you subscribed to the not the Patreon? Yeah, subscribe to the Patreon, but have you subscribed to the YouTube channel, the Black Nerd Podcast YouTube channel, the VVC Life YouTube channel? Have you subscribed to Sloan Tempest's YouTube channel that's way more lit than ours is? And the Gaming with Fame YouTube. I need you to go subscribe to the not StreamYard, goddamn, the Spotify or your Apple. So, and if you're like Fame and you have both, sign up for the Apple podcast and then sign up for the podcast on both of them. So whatever you use, Spotify or Apple, doesn't matter. And subscribe to us on YouTube. And I want to get these shout outs going. So ladies first, Jalen, let's get your shout outs cracking.
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everyone who tuned in tonight and all of our subscribers. Shout out to Bun Bun Bunny and her big, beautiful brain for getting the riddle correct as usual. And I'll see you guys next week. Actually, I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yo, you clocking tea is disgusting. All right. Go ahead, yo, get your shout outs going, my guy.
Shout out to the Nashville Panda Festival. It was really fun. Shout out to the capoeiristas who taught me some more capoeira. Shout out to the Cosmic Filter, and shout out to you guys.
Do you have video of you learning capoeira?
I need to ask my parents if they recorded me. I was just so in a rush to do it. I'm not sure if they recorded it or not.
All right, Fang. Go ahead and get your shout outs going. Nah, man. Come on, bro. You were supposed to capture content. That's what I was about to say. Your job was to capture content to bring it back to the show. You ain't sent us not a stitch of content.
I'm editing it. I've been busy, okay? Fame, look, this shout out so I can edit it up and get it.
Okay. Shout out to Sweet Baby Jesus. Take this off so I can continue to get my blessings. Shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Shout out to everybody that's following us. I see that our IG page is going up. The YouTube page is going up. Sloan page is still going up. The Gaming with Fame page too. Shout out to everybody. My TikTok is jumping. Love you guys over there. Shout out to it's Easter, guys. So to everybody celebrating who believes, and no atheists. I know we on here right now, but believe me, we celebrated earlier and we still love you guys. To everybody that believe, happy Resurrection Day to you guys. I don't know why I salute it. It's real American to salute Jesus like that. But hey, we out of here.
Yeah, man. So I want to say shout out to all of the listeners. Shout out to the team, the wonderful guys here. Everybody been coming in and doing their job. And I want to shout out the future versions of ourselves and all of those wonderful people who haven't discovered us yet, who will soon be in love with Sloan. So anyway, what we want you to do is make sure you tune in each and every Sunday, 6 p.m. to whenever. You know, make sure you follow us on Patreon. Make sure you follow us anywhere you do. And have some fun this week. Do something nerdy. And then take a picture of it or do a video of it. And then send it to us and tag us. And then show us you being nerdy. Because, see, Jalen just makes it lit all the time. So with that being said, we out of here. We will see you Thursday night, 8 p.m., right on our Patreon. You could be a part of the listening session for the new BMP album coming summertime 2026, regardless of Sloan thinks it's a good idea or not, because he don't look like he likes it at all. But we're going to check y'all next week. We love y'all. Peace.
Here comes them black nerds. Sloan's on with big words. Kate Slab makes us all smile. Jay's little stones every single time. Fame's kinda like a mastermind. While Jay is one shows up every single time. Yeah. Powers unite, go to bring the fight. Cases is Black Nerd Podcast winning all the fights.